eel, basically. You see this? It's dead, obviously. Got pushed up on the beach last night, just like all these little puffer fish sometimes. Anyways, we got a better fly right now. We got some fish moving out there, and hopefully we're gonna catch a rooster today. But I met the right guide now. And so here's the fly. You see the fly? Right here. It's more of a deer hair spun, not so flashy. Our flies are way too flashy. So they're actually probably spooking fish instead of helping attract them. So, check out all the puffer fish on the beach. 1, 2, 3, 4. Bunch of these puffer fish, little spiny things. They're actually poison. Here's another one here. You can see the spines right at the rod tip there, sticking out of the sand like a landmine. Anyways, we got our fly rods. Got a 10 weight and an 8 weight set up with big flies. About a 6-inch fly on that one, about a 2 or 3-inch fly on the 8 weight. And Wanagi's just running on the beach, and we're just walking up and down this beach. We're parked way over there by the hotel restaurant, and we're just looking for the fish. There's a bunch of feeders, little sardines and stuff jumping in the water, and that means something's chasing them. But we're waiting for a rooster to pop up. Hopefully it'll be a little more commotion, and there might be more than one, but we'll see. But this place is known for really large rooster fish, so we're just gotta kind of play the odds. Sometimes you walk the beach all day and you might see 1 or 2, if even that. So, but this is the place for them. So we're just gonna keep after it and learn as we go. That's the best way anyways. Trial and error. So if we see some bait fish getting moved around and some splashing, we'll try and pick off the fish and throw the fly out in front of it, and that's it. Sand dunes. How cool is this? This is where all the sea turtles bury their eggs and stuff. They walk the big old leatherbacks, they call them. They're massive, and they come up here and they dig down on the edge of these dunes and use their feet, their flappers, and they dig down deep and then lay a bunch of eggs, and then they go back into the ocean, and then eventually those hatchlings hatch. But check these dunes out, they're rad. Hey, stick around here. Hey, get back here. We're just gonna sit up on this dune and try and sight fish. Pretty good view. It's a little glassy, or I mean wind ripped, but if we see a fish like minnows splashing the surface, then we should see a dark form because there's a sandy bottom here. Once the sun gets up though, we're getting a lot of glare on the water, but who knows, we'll see. We're learning. Someone tell us there's a fish cruising the shore with a huge fin, and I can see a V pattern down here. They said it's just after these rocks. They were walking up, locals that live down here. We were just sitting up on the sand dune. So what we're looking for is a moving rooster fish feeding, and they said just past these rocks along the shore. So it'd be somewhere in here is where they saw it, and we've got blocked from the wind, which is awesome. So we're gonna give it a try, see if we spot something. I'll turn on the camera if we start seeing some action. out here. I seen the spines of it come up in the water. It was chasing bait fish right in the shore here. So we're just waiting for those fish to start popping again, and we'll throw the fly right there in front of them and start stripping. Hopefully we'll get something. We'll see what happens. I'm gonna grab my other fly rod and watch me. Stay. Well, not so much luck anyways, but we fished all the way down to that corner point way out over there. Came all the way along the shore here. We did see a rooster, and then we saw like a grouper or something else really close to the shore, so, but no bites. That's okay. Here's the setup. Got our truck up front, wind's blowing this way at us. So we got a wind block and we got a nice view of the bay. So we're gonna grab a bite to eat, get some water, and then I think I'll take Wanagi and we might go out to the point out there we were at yesterday, out there on the rock point, because then we can cast into deep water. Who knows, maybe pick off a tuna or a mahi-mahi. Wow, there's a whole school of fish getting chased towards the beach right there. That might be something. Usually when those fish come flying out of the water, the little minnows, and I can see them, there's a whole school of probably hundreds of them, maybe about 4 or 5 inches long. There's something chasing them. So who knows, maybe it'll turn on this afternoon a little more. We'll keep our eyes out, see if we see some finny fins. We know there's roosters here, so we'll just put in some time. That's all it is. Jumping in the water out there, he just splashed. There's a pelican out there, a spot, probably, I don't know how far out you can see. There, he's flying in the air right there, okay? Well, right around that area, there's a bunch of schools of little sardines or something, little minnows, and there's a rooster in there, because the roosters come in and just, the water just, you can see them, their fins come up and they just start ripping the water around. And so there's definitely rooster here. Once the tide goes out here, I think maybe we'll be able to reach them, you know. I'm hoping that's the case. It's too windy for me to take out my paddle board. Otherwise, that's what I would do and just fish from the paddle board. But all the rays out here, you see the splashing? Those are manta rays jumping in the air. There's probably 30 or 40 in the air. Amazing. Can you see that, folks? Beautiful. Baja, wild Baja. Well, we had a few bites, but you know when you've been fishing, when you're blowing blood blisters out on your fingers doing stripping, because these gloves just aren't great. They were cheapies. Worldwide Sportsman. something. Anyways, I gotta get better fishing gloves because I definitely get the blisters when I'm stripping. But it's beautiful here. Look at this big old puffer fish. Look at this thing. Big old spiny puffer fish right there. Check that out. How crazy. They get blown out of the water when there's big surf and a lot of wind. And they're all lined up along here. There's probably, I can see within reach of me, probably 10 or 12 of them. Here's another right here. Look, a little one.